Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. In this video we will have a quick look at some manufacturing steps for the SOE daggers or knives, tools, whatever you want to call it. So in the manufacturing of this, basically like back then, we use what we have with the material and the workmanship what we have. So this started with raw material, leftover steel. We have here just a regular metal that got sheared off on the machine, and it was a strip. Basically we had two strips. One strip gave two of them, so since the strip would not have give two long ones, it gave one long one and a short one to just have a bit of variety and the style. So how I make them in this variation here is I just drill the hole and chamfer it. Then I round off the end piece there. We see the ends already got cold blued, that comes later. Just that we have a lanyard hole there and that it is rounded off. Then we gonna bend the end part of it, and you see the bends are not always the same, so it's just bended by hand using a vise and a hammer if needed by this thin stock. That goes by hand relatively easy, but I do that all my life. I work with metal all my life, so for me that is not much of a deal. But you see, there was no tool or measuring in that regards used. Some are a bit longer, some are a bit shorter here. It should just fit a normal hand relatively well, and then say at an exposition or by the end user, the people see then if it fits a smaller hand better or more a bigger hand, it depends, but they all fit pretty well. So the bend gets bended. We have here, say on that example, 40 millimeter. On that example here we have about 32 millimeter, and then we have this bend here. Then we work on the front bend. On those you can leave it straight how it is. That would all work. You just have the cutting edge sideways basically. So on those I opted to twist it around, and you see it still needs a bit straightening. The handle and the blade of this one is not straight. We do that as a next step here to make them a bit more straight. Also the bend and the handle gets straightened out as well, so the whole item is straight. But like this it would already work, just saying. So it was bended around. It doesn't matter which way you bend it, basically just that we have a cutting edge on the downward sides. So on those I did not do a dagger style, just a false edge on top and a cutting edge on the bottom, because it's more legal or easier to carry here in USA in that style. But of course you could take the grind all the way back for a true dagger style as well, no problem. Then I did the rough grinding. I marked the blade where I want to have the false edge and where the edge gonna start, and you see it's just rough grinded in this case with a belt sander. You can also use an angle grinder. You can file it, whatever item you have, you can whatever tool you have, you can use that and try it out like that. Now then the next step was the end got cold blued, because that was in the evening and I wanna let it sit for a while in the cold bluing and then oil it so that the cold bluing stops. So those are the steps that are done on those right now. Next step is to straighten it all out so that the hook part here, the cane like part, is straight with the handle, and then the blade is straight with the handle part as well. Once that is done, I'm gonna grind more on the blade to make the blade perfect, so that is good. Then the part of the blade all the way to about here gets cold blued, again similar like the end there, so that we have on the exposed metal not only a paint but also a cold bluing. Then once we have that, the whole item gets painted. That is especially on the handle needed, because there we do not have a finish on it. The handle in the process already is a bit dehorned, so we don't have sharp corners that would cut through the natural cordage material that I use on those. You can also use paracord or a nylon or whatever cordage that you have. I would suggest a bit the natural cordage, because it's more grippy, less slippery in the hand. So it's a simple wrap from about here. We leave the hole exposed all the way to the front to about here, so that bigger part here is covered as well. It will end about here, so we have a bit like a guard in front too, because of the twist of the metal that we did. And minimum at the start and at the end you need to use quite a bit glue. Doesn't matter, is it super glue, is it epoxy glue, it needs to have a glue where the natural fiber cordage can soak in really well and give you a durable grip that it would not unravel by itself. And then you basically have it. You can sharpen the item, you can make a sheet that I'm gonna show then in another video as more steps are done. Important part is in this video such improvised items can be made pretty much anywhere on the planet, relative easy, and well, here in USA of course completely legal. You need to check on your local laws wherever you see that, but the bottom part is it's easy to make, effective to use, and I would say fun to test out as well. So that much about the process of making SOE cane style daggers.